What's good? It's a Boy Do the Reviews with the Attack on Titan Season 4, Episode 16 podcast with me and Abbas. And yeah, it's been a pretty wild ride this season, you know. A lot of highs and a lot of lows. And I think this has definitely been the most talked about season of Attack on Titan out of all of them. I've just seen a lot more hype around this season and people talking online and more reactors, you know.
Yeah, what? Yes, I've. What is that? Is it because the manga's doing really well?
I
That's why
think it's
there's
the
more hype around
manga,
season
the
four,
fact that it's called the final season, the fact that the manga is
the
ending.
final season, even though
Yeah,
there's another part
I
to
know.
it.
It's season three all over again.
Yeah, there's a lot of talk about it, positive and negatives.
Yeah, I've seen, but I feel like this might be the most polarizing season out of all of them because it reminds me of the Last Jedi when that came out. I remember when that film came out, there were people who were super split. There were people who were praising it left, right, and center, saying it's the best one, and then the other side was criticizing it, saying it was the worst film ever made, and just people fighting back and forth, bickering. It was kind
Yeah,
of it was kind of nasty
yeah,
looking at it, you know, like.
yeah. Like you want to kind of be neutral and not be on either of the
Yeah, I'm
extremes.
kind of in
Just
the center, you know, to be honest with you.
yeah, because yeah, at least they have what 12 months or 11 months to work on season
They're probably working on
part
it
four,
right
part
now,
two, or
you know,
something. Yeah, they are definitely.
yeah. But before we give our overall thoughts and review on this season, what did you think of this episode, dude?
Uh, I thought everything was okay, and then I got depressed. I got sad. I was gonna cry when I watched the last 5 minutes of this episode, because that's something what Mappa could have done with all the other episodes with that quality of animation, but they didn't.
Yeah, I'm not gonna
They
lie, dude.
didn't.
Out of all the episodes I've seen of this season, this was definitely the best one. I feel like Marpa really went above and beyond in this episode. I feel like this is definitely the most Marpa looking episode I've seen because at least with the previous episodes, it looked more consistent with how the previous seasons looked. But I noticed a lot of the animation movement. It looked more like how Jujutsu Kaisen or God of High School those shows looked. It had that sort of vibe to it, which I kind of liked. It felt more gritty and down to earth, and I don't know. I like that stuff. And not the CGI Titans, the 2D Titans this time because they were 2D. Galliard was 2D, Eren was
Yeah.
2D, and it was nice.
Oh, it's a thing of beauty.
It was beautiful,
They need to
man.
delay part two. I can't
Oh
do it, bro.
man,
I think 12 months is not enough. It's not enough. They delay that shit right now.
this episode basically confirmed that Mappa can do Attack on Titan well if they have the time.
Yes, yes, yes,
And I've been
yes.
screaming, shouting about it on multiple reviews and podcasts and all that. Talking about what they've done before and the quality of work. Marpa is a high studio, you know. That's why I
I know,
wasn't afraid
I
of.
know. I'm aware.
That's why I wasn't really
But those
nervous.
type of studios, those big studios need to make money. So time is money.
Yeah,
You know, they can't
exactly.
sit on a production for a long time because they've got to ship it out
Yeah.
and make that
But I mean, the
dollar.
episode pretty much adapted chapter 115 and 16. And yeah, it basically starts off with Floch and Hanji looking for Zeke. And Zeke's just kind of lying there on the floor and he's just kind of having visions of a little girl. Who's this little girl? With a bucket.
Yeah,
She's got a bucket.
yeah. She's in that one of those endings in Attack on Titan.
Yeah, I'm trying to be unspoilery with that. Yeah.
Oh, don't look up that ending.
Yeah, don't look at that ending. And some Titan dude just kind of strolls in and, you know, he just kind of rips his belly open, stuffs Zeke inside it like a kangaroo and just hops away.
Yeah, what? That is bizarre.
It was bizarre in the
Did
manga and it
Zeke
was
do that?
bizarre here.
Yeah, I hope they explain it.
Yes, they probably should. But I feel like it's just Zeke commanding the Titan just to protect him, you know, because we know what happens in the manga. So yeah.
Yeah.
And then it kind of cuts to Liana and Pixis having a nice little meal together, and it looks like the Jägersters are putting these armbands on Pixis and everyone who drank the spinal fluid wine, and it's basically Marley
Yep.
all over again.
Yeah, it's crazy how life repeats
I
itself.
know it is.
Like tying, like you're marking someone basically.
I will say this: Pixis looked really good in this episode. Like compared to like the weird
Yeah.
Bobby head,
His head was
his head was
shining
much better.
today,
It
man.
was
His
shining.
head was shining.
Yes, like it was looking very consistent. Like
I could see the future in
I
it.
can see the future. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. To be honest with you, all the character designs were pretty good in this episode. Like they weren't like bumping or like weirdly drawn at times. You know, like some of the episodes in
it's
the
fine.
past were a bit
Yeah, the
questionable.
weird. Yeah, there's the only issue I did have with the faces with the overuse of those black lines.
It's
just
very
I think they're
apparent
just
in this
too.
season for some reason. You know, like I didn't notice it in the
Yeah.
previous ones. Like season 2 kind of had it when Reiner and was telling Eren that he was
Oh
the
yeah,
Colossal Titan, and
yeah,
Eren had that
yeah.
look. But it wasn't so bad. I think because it was in a
It wasn't overused.
yeah,
it wasn't overused.
it was also because they used it in like a really dark scene. Like he had a shadow over his face, and it kind of masked the black outlines. But a lot of the times in this season, like they use it even in like sunlight scenes, and it looks like they have a rash on their face at times. Yeah, it looked a bit.
Like, yeah, I don't know why that they use that stylistic choice. I don't know.
I didn't like it in like the episode when I think it was the Niccolo finding out that Gabby killed Sasha. Like they used it a lot with Sasha's family members.
Yeah,
It looked a bit
yeah.
distracting. It was the only time I was like,
It's like
ooh, tone it down, tone it down.
when you notice it, you can't get rid of
Yeah.
it. Like, as soon as you notice it, that's it.
That's the problem. That's the problem. Like once you see it, you know, you see it throughout. You're like,
Is it because they can't do faces well or something?
it's not that.
Like,
I think
they
they
can't
just
do.
no. I think the faces are nice, but I think they just really want to
What are
like
they trying to like put expression on their faces or something?
they
I
just
don't get
really
it.
want
Like,
to
why?
overemphasize, you know, how a character is feeling. You know, like it's just stress marks. You know,
Can't, bro. I just see black lines over the face. I can't see the face and how they're
Can't see
feeling.
the
I just see
face.
bars. They're in prison.
Exactly, man. But apart from that, like I think the character designs look pretty nice in this episode. Eren looks sick. Pieck looked beautiful. Gabby looks good as well.
Eren. Yeah, dude, Eren was beast
I
in this
know.
episode, man.
I feel like Eren is like the best, like the design of him in this season. Like I think this is my favorite design of Eren.
Yeah,
Like
I think
with-
especially like the last 5 minutes of him.
Like the
when,
man bun.
the animation quality
Oh
just like
gosh.
well, like, this is where the money went. This is where the money went and all that stuff like focus on
With the
This was
hair
last
like flapping in the
5
wind
minutes.
and
You can-
oh man, dude.
Yeah, we can get to that later.
Man. Anyway, so after Liena, the scene with Liena and Pixis eating, we kind of cut to the prison cell, and Jean confronts Mikasa and Armin about what did Eren talk about, and then Connie's just basically like, I don't give a damn about Eren anymore. He's just done with Eren, you know.
I think they all are, except for Mikasa. and
Mikasa,
Armin. They just
Yeah,
still hold.
like everyone's just like, Eren's
And
changed
Armin.
so much, you know. But has he changed? We're about to find out in a year time.
Yeah, it's crazy. Like but it's a mind f, man. Was he always like this?
I
Was
feel like he really
was he?
was always like this, you know. Like, I don't want to talk too much manga spoilers. I mean,
Yeah, I know.
I want to talk about what
I
Mikasa
know.
said in a certain chapter, but I feel like Eren has always been like this, you know. Like, if you saw the episode when he was killing those burglars in season
Yeah,
one,
I know,
you know,
dude.
yeah,
I know.
like he's always had a dark side, you know. I feel like he's kind of like a lot of like some reviewers and reactors said this, but he is kind of like Anakin Skywalker in a way, like just this. But except I don't
The
think
younglings.
he's not obsessed with power.
Killed the younglings.
The younglings. He's not obsessed with power. He's just obsessed with freedom.
This is my father's lightsaber.
Yeah.
This is your father's lightsaber. Oh no. Okay, side note. They've really destroyed the Star Wars lore by making new films. Like the whole lightsaber thing.
Oh yeah.
When Luke got it, there was no backlash of it. But now they kind of ruined it with episode 3 of what Anakin did.
Yeah, yeah.
It feels weird. And then they ruined Darth Vader's like whole arc because his sacrifices were nothing
You know,
because
dude,
of the
like
next
I
set of
kind of
trilogy.
pretend no Star Wars film is canon after Return of the Jedi, in my opinion. Like,
I think the next sequel is going to just ruin
like
the
that
entire
trilogy,
thing, man.
man, was just perfect. Like, I don't even think we needed more films. Like, I just thought it was perfect the way it was, you know. Like,
They need the money.
the money, it was making too much money. Anyway, back to Attack on Titan.
Bro,
What was that?
they went on that flipping Star Wars grind, didn't they?
I
Star
know.
Wars this, Star Wars that. Oh, here's a character film of this guy. There's another Star Wars side film bullshit. Oh my
Cameos
days.
left, right, and center. This is what happens when Disney, gets a big franchise. Like that.
Yeah, I'm worried for X-Men. I'm worried for
I
X-Men.
don't know. The MCU has been doing pretty well, you know. Like, they haven't really been like, I don't know. Maybe
The
kind
only
of
reason I'm worried for him is because the old X-Men was that good.
that first
I don't know
trilogy.
how you're gonna top it.
The first trilogy plus like the two films in like the first
The
class
Wolverine
series.
films.
I feel like the only films in the X Men films I didn't like were like I didn't like the Origins of Wolverine with that weird Deadpool thing.
Yeah,
That
that
was
was horrible. Yeah.
and then there was the Apocalypse film, X Men Apocalypse.
Oh, I didn't see that.
Yeah, I
No, I
didn't
didn't
like
see
that
that with you
film.
guys.
It was a bit weird. And then there's Dark Phoenix. I didn't like that one either.
I didn't watch that. Oh god, no! Stay away from that.
Yeah, I didn't
I
like.
didn't even know they made another X-Men
They
film. To
made
be honest,
another
I
one.
don't think they promoted it that much.
They didn't because Disney bought it and they had to like kind of like they were kind of in this weird transition with it, so they didn't promote it as much.
Oh, that makes
But
sense.
that film was just awful,
Yeah, to be
awful.
honest, the casting for Jean Grey was weird.
Sansa Stark.
It
I
just
just see
was weird.
Sansa Stark.
I just hear that accent. She didn't get rid of it. It's just weird.
Yeah, I don't know. I would have liked it if she just used a normal accent. To be honest with you, like a normal British accent.
My favorite film,
Yeah.
probably of all time, is Logan.
I kind of forget about that
That's
film
such a
sometimes.
good
Yeah,
film.
that was a good film. Yeah, I like that film.
We watched that in cinemas.
We
mate.
did. Me,
That
you,
film was
Tommy, and Charlie.
perfect send off for that character.
That was really good. I
I
loved
just
it.
don't know who can top Hugh Jackman. I don't know.
Tom Hardy?
Who can top it? Nah, he can't, man. He's Venom, bro.
Yeah, I know, man. I know. I
But
don't know.
again, Captain America was also Johnny Storm or whatever.
Exactly. So anything is possible.
Yeah.
Anyway, so in Attack on
The
Titan,
Universe of Madness or whatever.
so Lyanna kind of confronts the dudes in the cell, and then one of the Malian dudes, I think he's friends with Niccolo. I think his name is called Grice. It's just basically trashing Sasha, like putting her name through the mud, saying she's a whore, saying how Niccolo got possessed by the devil woman, and Niccolo's just going out of it. He's just going crazy, you know.
Yeah, I mean, Niccolo did betray his country. He deserves it.
He... oh gosh. I kind of like it because it kind of shows you
Oh,
that
but it's crazy
yeah.
seeing how Niccolo changed, though.
It
That
is.
one character, Sasha, just like completely changing him.
Yeah, Sasha's just she's another thing, you know. She's special. But then Lyanna kind of shoots him in the head, and then she's like, "I'm gonna tell you the truth of Zeke's plan," and then she tells the plan, and then Armin kind of cries. He's getting all emotional.
Oh, yeah, those scenes with Armin, whenever he does that, it's getting a bit weird now.
when he gets
You know, because
emotional.
normally when Armin acts that way, he has a plan, right?
Yeah,
Like he's trying to deceive them.
I feel like it's this
But now
in this story arc.
but I don't know what he's doing now. I don't know why he does it
Yeah,
because there's no
I
reason
will
for him
admit
doing
this.
that because he's still in the cell.
Yeah.
He didn't free himself. He's still locked there. So I don't understand why he's acting that way.
Yeah,
It's
I'm not gonna
weird.
lie. Armin's character has been a bit all over the place. Like even in the
Yeah,
manga, like after the time skip,
Post time skip Armin's been weird.
yeah.
I think he's been messed up by the memories.
by
to be honest with
Berto,
you.
by being a tie-in, the fact that he only has a few years to live. Like I just think, I mean, the dude was meant to die, you know. So
It's not even explained in the manga. Maybe we will get something last
I
chapter,
think
but I
Aaron
don't know.
explained it. You know, he said he was being controlled by Berto. I do think he's being
Really?
influenced. Like there's that chapter in Attack on Titan. Oh, I don't want to spoil it, but yeah, you know,
Okay.
yeah,
Oh yeah,
you
yeah. I
know.
know.
But I do feel like he's not being controlled by him, but I feel like he's just being
He's
influenced
been influenced by
because I
it.
feel like he's not really made any good decisions this season. You know, like he hasn't really been like Armin of the previous seasons where he's always like coming up with the cool plans. He's
Yeah,
always
he's
the main
shadow.
star. He's the true main hero of the group. You know, but he's just
Okay, this
kind
is
of
spoilers again, but the only
yeah,
I don't want to say it, but the only time
yeah,
Armin was like Armin was the second to last chapter of the manga
yeah.
when we had that Armin moment.
No,
You know,
I would also yeah. To be honest with you, I do agree. I do agree.
like that, like Armin was Armin, but Armin right now, where he is in the anime, is just not Armin. It's weird.
Yeah. I kind of agree there. I can't fault you for that. I guess that's intentional, you know. Like, I guess he's wanted to show you like how much a character can change after he's, you know, taking the time power. You know, people do
And he's
change.
emo,
Yeah.
emo Armin.
No, I think Aaron's more emo.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Speaking of the
true, true.
devil, Aaron confronts Gabby in the cell, and Gabby's muttering to herself like, "These people on this island are devils, aren't they? Right?" And then Aaron's like, "Yo, the kid who killed Sasha." And I love this scene because all throughout the season, Gabby's been like screaming and shouting, "I'm going to kill Aaron Yeager,
That's
Eren
yeah.
Yeager!" And now Eren Yeager's in the same
She's
room as her, and she's just like,
she's trembling in fear.
It's weird
She's
seeing
just
Gabby like this, you
trembling.
know, like she's so muttery, she's like trembling, she's scared, like,
And here's another thing. He didn't. He could easily kill her, but he didn't.
he,
And then he's also concerned about Falco.
yeah,
Does he care about the other
I
Eldians
feel like he
that
cares about the
are
kids,
in
you
Mali?
know, like he did say that he does want
Does
Falco
he
to
care for
live.
every Eldian though?
He only cares for the Eldians on Paradise, to be honest with you.
Paradisia.
Paradise.
Paradisia.
But then that's when Piet comes in and stabs one of the guards in the neck, and then Aaron's not surprised at all because apparently he saw her Titan footprints. One of the guests pointed it out to him, I think.
Oh, I think I missed that completely in the anime.
And then I think Piet kind of confronts Gabby saying that, Gabby, you're an Eldian, you're not an honorary Malian, you know. And I love this thing with Piet and Gabby, you know, like Gabby just kind of like saying, but we're good Malians, we're good Eldians. The devils need to be
Yeah,
exterminated.
that's it's that
And
brainwashing, you know.
it's
It's like she's losing her identity at
yeah,
that moment. Like, what was she doing this? Why was she like fighting for this? You know,
exactly.
what was the cause? What was the point?
I feel like she's just going through this
Doesn't make sense.
existential crisis.
Yeah, midlife crisis at
At
the age of
12,
9 or
she's
10
12.
or 11 or whatever. Or
Yeah,
midlife crisis at 12, and probably yeah, they don't live long.
they don't live long at all. But then yeah, Piet kind
Well, it
of
is a midlife crisis technically.
yeah, it is actually. But yeah, Piet confronts Eren. She puts the gun on his head, and I like the scene. Like it was just like in the manga with Eren, like with the gun, that very famous scene, and I really like that stuff. And
Yeah.
Piet telling Eren that the only reason she wanted to become a warrior candidate was because she wanted her father to be okay. And she's just basically put on this facade saying that she wants to join Aaron and his cause. Gabby's like, "How dare you betray us?" But then that's when they have the conversation. And then they basically walk to the roof, and we see Galliard in like the crowd of the service
Yeah.
corps.
Apparently, you do see him.
I
Apparently,
noticed
you
him
do see him, but I've
immediately.
missed it.
I noticed him immediately because he was
What
the
about in the
even in the manga, yeah,
Is he there in the manga? He's
yeah.
there. Oh crap! I
Because when
think I missed it.
Piak's waving to the boys in the survey corps, all of them are blushing and like smiling and all that, but he's the only
There's
one
that one
who's kind of
character that isn't.
scowling at her like, "Oh, Piak." Yeah,
Oh damn! I need to rewatch that
yeah,
because the music starts kicking off. Yeah,
yeah.
as soon as he's walking up the steps.
And then they go to the roof, and I love the scene when they open the door on Aaron's face, and then the lighting just kind of like slides.
Yeah, that's
Oh
when they
man,
put the
that
budget
was,
into this episode.
dude.
This is where the budget went
Ah,
to. Just like last few minutes, dude.
it was gorgeous, man. Like, that was beautiful. Then they walked to the roof, and then PX saying that Erin's like, "Who was the enemy?" Then she points at him, and then the music just kicks in. Bit dramatic, I will say. Like they really increased the volume on that. I had to turn the volume down. Like that turn, that that bit.
Dun, dun, dun.
Yeah, on Aaron. Yeah, it was so loud. And then that's when Galliard kind of comes in and then chomps Aaron's leg off, like the same leg he lost in Mali. Oh gosh.
You can get it back though.
I like the scene with Galliard. Galliard's been my favorite Titan, probably in the entire show, in my opinion. Like, I just love his design.
Like out of all the Titans, he's the only one that looked normal with the CG.
Yeah, like I really like his design, and
They used it well.
him in 2D, like
Except for the Nutcracker.
yeah, the Nutcracker.
Except for the Nutcracker
Yeah,
scene.
fair
That
enough.
was weird. That was weird.
But yeah, I do appreciate the 2D animation on Galliard as he's chomping on Aaron's leg. He transforms. Gabby's like, Pierre, you didn't betray us. And then she's like, Gabby, I would never do that. But I don't trust Marley. But I do trust my friends, the people I fought alongside with. And you see,
Which is weird, to be honest. I don't understand that because those people that she's comrades with live in that state where they oppress the Eldians.
I don't know, man. I think it makes sense. Yeah, she says
it's weird.
She says she doesn't trust Marley. It makes sense because,
So she's okay with those same soldiers treating Eldians who aren't in the military like crap?
I don't think so, but she's gonna do what she's gonna do.
Because we've seen it in the flashback. We've seen how Eldians are treated.
Yeah.
Who aren't working in the military.
Mm-hmm. But I mean, she's gotta be smart about this, She can't just kind of go off on her own, and do whatever she wants,
No, true, but I just didn't understand that line,
I kind of understood it because she trusts like Reiner, she trusts Colt, she trusts Galliard.
Yeah, the Eldians, obviously.
Yeah, the Eldians.
The Eldians, yeah.
She doesn't give a damn about like.
But I'm on about the other 90% of the forces.
Are you talking about? Yeah, fair enough. Anyway, we do see a glimpse of Reiner.
The ones that oppress the other Eldians in Mali.
Yeah,
those guys.
She cares about them as well. I'm sure she does. Like, I mean, they're not Malian. They're Eldians living in Mali.
Yeah, I know, but it's just it's a weird line because it's those same soldiers that are doing the oppressing. What else? What other forces are there that are doing that?
Yeah, I mean, Magif has been kind of like Magif hasn't.
It's not a dentist.
Magif hasn't really been like super like hating like on Eldians. Like he kind of has a bit of a character development through this arc, like
who?
Magif. Like,
oh, Magif, yeah, he hasn't. He does because you do see him in that Zeke flashback.
Yeah, as well. Yeah. But it's like Reiner is a little bit like he's lost a bit of weight and he's looking really angry at Eren, and that's when Eren transforms. And for the first time in this season, Eren's in 2D.
2D, bro. That transformation's easily top 5.
And you can tell, like, oh my gosh, like the lighting looks like it matches the background scenery. Like the hair flapping in the wind was good, and dude,
I will say his jaw looks a bit weird.
I feel like I don't know.
It's too pointy. Like
it's
like
too
he could
pointy.
stab somebody with that shit.
I don't know. Maybe it's a sort of like evolution from after he got the Warhammer tie-in, because his eyes are also different as well.
Yeah. How many frames were in that shot of hit the it was like panning around Eren?
There were a couple of frames actually.
There was like so many frames used.
Yeah.
Just for that shot.
I mean, they really wanted to show off. Like
I will say, I don't know. I am nervous for episode 76. I think
it's
the next one.
episode 17.
In December 2020.
It's called Judgment.
I don't know.
Very dramatic name.
Oh,
but
what a way to end that episode.
I know.
To be honest,
what a way!
Nice.
Bring it on, Reiner. I love it. But that's the end of the episode.
It starts with Reiner, ends with Reiner.
Mm-hmm. That is the end of the episode. So, Now that we've finally got the first part of Attack on Titan season 4, what do you think of the overall season as a whole, and how do you think it stacks up with the previous seasons?
It's my least favorite season.
Okay, fair enough.
I still think Wit did, it's uncomparable.
Mm,
Wit the bar was so high, no one was reaching it. Mappa could try. I think the last 5 minutes of the last episode was like almost like touch the bar, but
yeah,
not able enough to like grab it
yeah.
or destroy it.
So, like, talk about your pros and cons with this entire season. Like, what did you like? What did you hate?
Um, I love the flashbacks. I thought the animation they used just for the flashbacks. It's weird. I still find it weird that for the flashbacks they went all in.
It is weird, like,
The
how every
quality is
time they
like
go
pretty
in
decent.
the flashbacks, it looks beautiful and, like, it's
Yeah.
really
Or when
nice.
the camera's on the shots on Gabby and Falco.
Yeah, whenever those two are
Like
on
they
scenes,
clearly
like Gabby's character design and like her animations and expressions look so nice. Like, yeah, I will
yeah,
agree. I would say Gabby more than Falco at times, to be honest with you. Like,
favoritisms.
yeah, I feel like this season, like I feel like Eren, Armin, Gabby, um, sometimes Levi, Pieck
Yeah,
had like
sometimes.
the better like, and Reiner as well, like and Zeke as well. Those two like had like the better character designs and like animation and like moments. Like the way they look really good. I would say.
I think the best shot in the entire season is the Colossal Titan.
Yeah, yeah, I will agree there, man. That was beautiful. Like that was like with the
It just looks like a
reds and
nuke.
oh
Yeah, the
gosh,
red mist.
that was nice,
It's
man. I also really
yeah,
yeah. So what else did you like about this season as well?
music. Like the new soundtrack that it used
Very
was pretty
nice.
decent.
Very nice. Yeah, I enjoyed the
It's
music.
I will say that there are some scenes where they could have used the like soundtracks from previous seasons that would have made like certain moments much better. But it is what it is.
Yeah, fair
It's
enough.
their call.
Anything else you liked?
Like negatives though, is always the CG.
Of course, of course. I think
The,
that's
the
like,
CG.
I feel like that's the majority of like the
That's like
negative.
the only con, to be honest with you. I think that's the only thing
Mm,
that's holding it back is that the CG.
yeah. I mean, I kind of agree with some of what you said as well. Like the pros, I really do like. I like the backgrounds in this season. Like I like the lighting effect. Like I like that kind of more realistic lighting they have. And yeah, some of those
Yeah,
character design, like I said before, like they look really nice. Like there's a lot more like motion and like really subtle scenes. Like I remember the Gabby throwing the brick on the guard in the episode when she met Kaya.
brutal.
Like there was so many
Yeah,
frames on that scene. Like I was like, whoa, it's looking like a Disney film. Look kind of
yeah,
fluid.
yeah, yeah. Right,
And yeah,
right, and colourful.
in terms of cons, I will say I'm not really too negative towards the CGI. I wouldn't say it's a positive, but I won't
It's
say it's a
no, it's
negative.
bro.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, like if you rewatch it, the
Yeah,
whole
yeah, I
seasons
have
again,
seen it.
like
Yeah.
it's just so
It's not, yeah,
bad.
it's bad.
It's so, you can't defend it, bro.
I feel like there are some shots with like
I don't know how you can
Galliard,
get past
like
it.
with like
There's some.
when we're talking
Yeah, I agree with you.
Galliard,
There
when we're
is some
talking
scenes.
Reiner, like those two, like
Yeah,
you can't say it
there's some
looks,
scenes where
yeah,
it's done well, but the
yeah,
other scenes, I don't know why they use some
yeah,
shots
that's true.
like the Zeke one where he's just looking left and right. I don't know why they use CG for it.
Yeah, that looked
I don't know why
pretty.
we stay like close up on Eren with his stupid face for like 5 seconds. I don't understand
Yeah,
that.
that's
I
true.
mean, they animated his face. Don't they know? Didn't they realize he looked dumb? Like, I don't get
That's true.
weird.
Yeah, I mean, I don't like it, but I don't hate it. Like I don't have like a visceral anger
I hate
towards
it.
it.
Yeah, I dislike it, but not
Yeah,
enough to like send deference.
that's just
That's a
you can tell what type of
that's
people those people
a
are.
whole other baggage of cringe.
Yeah, like yeah, like when you do compare it to like what came before it, it does look like a ah, what's there's a funny quote like I had with this season. Like I think someone said it and I kind of like repeated it in the comments.
Oh, 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 oh,
It
oh, oh, oh.
what was I gonna
If
say?
you, uh, oh, what's that? I know the quote that you think of. It's like, uh, it's the Batman one, right? Batman The Dark Knight. If you stay the hero one, you know it.
Yeah, if you stay long enough to be, if you live long enough, you could be the villain or something like that. Yeah. No, that's not the quote I'm
Yeah, is
talking.
that the one
That's
that you're thinking of?
no, 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 no. It's like
Oh,
I'm
okay.
talking
Oh,
about like the
no,
overall season. It's like um
life is like a
I,
box of
I don't even
chocolates.
know,
Is that
but
one?
yeah, like this season,
Oh,
like as good as it is, like I feel like the highs are high and the lows are low, in my opinion.
yeah. That's a good way to explain it. To be
Because when
honest with you.
I literally rewatched the previous seasons, like in English dub and Funimation, like a couple of weeks ago, and then I went to the season 4 stuff, and like it's kind of night and day. As
Yep.
good as this season
I will
was,
say,
as good as it was, like it is night and day.
yeah, in season three, I do. There were some episodes where the quality drops a bit, but it's not bad enough to where it's
That's
like
the thing,
Mappa
dude.
level
Like,
of
because
CG.
the thing with those seasons was that it was all by the same studio, the same people. So I feel like even with those kind of
They know
dropped
they
qualities,
can't
there was
shortcuts.
some sort of like
Yeah,
consistency with it. Like,
yeah,
but I think with a brand new studio, you have a new director, you have a new producer, you have new animators.
yep,
It's a different take on the story we know and love. So I feel like Marper is good. Like I feel like season 4 was a really good season, but it's just different. It's good different. You know, it's like kind of
yeah.
comparing two different animation studios. Like it's comparing um Disney with
Uber
Ghibli.
Eats to
You know,
oh yeah,
it's like comparing Disney to Ghibli or DreamWorks to Pixar. They're two different companies doing different things. They're still good, but they're doing different. Imagine if season 1 to 3 was done by Marpa, and then season 4, like it was like, oh, we were so used to the CGI Titan fights, and the character designs looking like this and that, and then we go to season 4 and like, oh, why the characters have these bold outlines around them? Why does Titans looking all 2D looking? Like how would you
I don't think
feel?
the people complain about 2D. To be honest with
No,
you,
no,
the
no,
2D
not the
Titans. I
2D
don't think
Titans, yeah,
anyone would
but
complain.
I mean, like, how would
But
you?
like the
Yeah,
character designs,
the
yeah, I
character
think that would be a
designs.
turn off.
Like you're so used to the way
I
it
miss my
looks.
black lines.
Yeah,
Where they gone?
I'm not
Listen,
too.
give us the black lines
Yeah,
back.
I do kind of miss like that bold look it had. It's not even like the design. Like it's more of a nitpick.
No,
Like
I'm on about the faces, the
yeah,
black lines across
yeah,
the
yeah.
face. Like as soon as that disappears, it'll be like, where's that gone?
Fair enough. Fair enough. But yeah, yeah, I really did like the music. I will say this: like there are some episodes where like I kind of felt like with this season out of all of them, like the music was just so damn loud at times. Like they would blare it, like it would be a little bit over the
Uh,
top, like dun 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 dun.
Yo, to be honest with you, I had my headset on max volume for that last 5 minutes. It was too epic. I couldn't turn it
I
down,
loved
man. It's
it,
too
but
epic, bro.
there were just some
We're probably
moments.
deaf in one ear, but it is what it is.
Yeah, there were just some times, but that's more of a nitpick. Um, Yeah, the voice acting I think was the best in any season, in my opinion. Like,
I think the
yeah,
Grisha
I'm not even like
flashback
compare.
with
Like, I think this is definitely the best season with voice acting, in my opinion. Like, dude, like the new characters, the old characters, like
it's the final season, bro.
they
They have to
really stepped up their
step up their
game.
game.
Like, I have to give them credit when credit's due. Even the dub
Yeah, they did a
hasn't.
final panel
Yeah, I saw that on a panel. Yeah,
or something.
on Twitter.
Where did you watch it? Is there subtitles or
There's
whatever?
like they showed like little clips of it, of like them doing like the
Oh,
the salute, the Shinzo Sasageo
oh yeah.
salute. Like that was fun.
Shinzo Sasagoi.
Yeah, the voice acting was really good. Things I didn't like. Yeah, there were some character designs that I wasn't too much of a fan of. Like Pixis comes to mind.
Oh
Like
yeah,
every time Pixis came out, I was like, I kind of squirmed a little bit. I was trying to I was trying to be like, oh no, no, no. I was trying to be a little bit more in denial with it. I was trying to be like, I'll give Mappa credit. It is what it is. But yeah, you know,
I get you. I get
yeah,
you.
there were just some designs that looked a little bit funky, like, and it does look a little bit like it feels a little watered down compared to what came before it. Just someone like those background characters.
Yeah, they look like they've been copied and pasted.
I mean, they're not bad, but yeah, it's just something I've
Like
really
if you're
noticed.
comparing the background characters to the previous seasons,
Hmm.
each of them have like a unique face
Yeah,
for like a purpose.
but I felt like
But
every
here,
like
like I think
background
last
character,
episode,
like you can't tell
they look
with
generic. They
who's
look
who.
generic. They look the same.
Yeah, I kind of even get like Zeke and Nicola mixed up, like the younger version of Zeke, like sometimes mixed up with Niccolo.
Oh yeah.
They look quite similar. But I mean, that's more of like a nitpick. It's not something I hate or dislike. I can't really think of
Oh,
anything I just dislike about this season like this. It's just
CG,
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 yeah. Like, I
CG.
will say this, like, the Beast
I'll help you.
Titan,
I'll finish the sentence for you. CG.
yeah. I think the worst moment in this season, like, what was your worst moment, I would say? I'll start with you.
The war
The
on
worst
Marley.
moment.
The war on
The
Marley.
War Mali.
It was so bad. Yeah.
Yeah. It's,
Dude, like
yeah.
in the trailer, that only one trailer we got, right? Because they
Yes.
knew the CGI was embarrassing. They didn't include it in the trailer. But there's that one shot of Eren where he's got his arms spread out and he's just roaring.
Yeah, we didn't see that.
Where is
Where
that?
is it?
Where is that? Where is that?
Oh,
Where
I
is
missed that
that?
scene. Yeah.
We didn't get, we didn't get it. I can't wait for the Zack Snyder cut of season 4 of Attack on
Yeah.
Titan.
I mean, it's not uncommon for animes to kind of like have a reboot of a show. Like,
Yeah,
look at Neon
Brotherhood
Genesis. They have
season
had
4.
multiple movies like reanimating it. One
Yeah.
Piece, they
Is it
reanimated
from
their
different
arcs.
studios though?
Yeah.
But is that from different studios?
I don't know, man. I think it.
What's it called? Neon Genesis. But the thing is with One Piece, it's not. I think it's because that studio Toei or Toei or whatever
Mhm.
is like it's so huge they can do whatever they want.
Mm,
And I think they want to condense it so
yeah.
new audience can get involved because it looks like 1,000 episodes is crazy
Yeah,
to start from.
it is.
That's
It is a
so
bit
it's easy
mad.
to just watch those short episodes or whatnot. I wouldn't say that's a reboot of One Piece. It's just they're just condensing
I wouldn't
those
mind
arcs
rewatching
and
One
cutting out
Piece
the
when
filler.
it's over, to be honest with you. Like, it's a fun show. It's one of
Yeah,
the first animes
I'm tired of it.
it's one of the first shows I've watched where I'm not too eager to know how it's gonna end. I'm just kind of like in for the ride. You know, like,
The show's about One Piece, bro. The treasure, the grand
I just like
treasure.
seeing them go to these islands and like exploring and you just meeting new characters. It's
Yeah,
fun.
I like that.
Yeah,
But it's just like you notice a pattern with One Piece. To be honest with you, like
yeah, yeah.
it
For
gets
me,
tiring sometimes.
it kind of fell off the rail after Dressrosa. Like,
Worst arc,
I
worst arc for me.
I kind of liked some of the moments. Like, I liked Luffy. Who are those guys? Like, Luffy's new like fleet. Those dudes. Like, I kind of liked them. Like, they were kind of fun characters.
Yeah.
And even the whole Colosseum fight was fun to watch. I think my favorite arc might have been Water 7.
The thing is, right, you'd hate the anime more if you read the manga. Because you know that, like, let's just say Usopp makes a joke or he's scared.
Mm-hmm.
It's Usopp, he's doing that for like a minute. Like the animators like stretch that one scene out for
Yeah.
a minute to save time or whatever. But in the manga, it's only one little panel,
And then that's it.
and then we move on, and the story progresses. The
Yeah.
animators only like animate like two like 5 pages in a chapter or some crap.
Mm-hmm.
Like they stretch it out as much as they can,
Yeah, that's true.
and then like if you start comparing it with the manga, it's like it's unwatchable. It's boring.
Yeah. That's true, man. I get what you mean. But anyway, back on topic. So what was your favorite moment of Attack on Titan in this season? Let's be a bit more
I think we
positive.
got two. I got two.
Okay.
So it was like the last 5 minutes of this episode.
Okay.
Um, I'm probably Zeke's flashback. I
Nice,
think that
nice.
entire episode.
So what was your favorite, what was
Yeah.
your least favorite episode of this season? Like
I said Marley,
Marley.
the war on
Like
Marley.
which episode, like in particular, did you not like?
That one, the war on Marley. The entire
Because there were
fight
like
being,
3 episodes.
the
Like we
war. The
had
actual...
the Warhammer
No.
Titan fight when
Well,
Eren.
okay, those 3 episodes or whatever. Those 3 episodes is trash.
Okay, but which one did you like the least? Like, was it Warhammer or Assault when the Nutcracker one, or when Eren was fighting the
Oh
Warhammer
God,
Titan?
the way you just simplified it all just makes my heart break, man. The Nutcracker, the Warhammer. Oh God, it's a. They've tied for the worst episode. Okay, they tied. They've
Oh
tied.
dear.
I didn't know it was possible, but they've done it.
Oh dear.
It's a miracle.
Well done. But let's be more positive. What was your favorite episode of this season? The number one episode you enjoyed the most?
Okay, an episode, right? Zeke flashback.
Zeke
I think
flashback.
that was really good.
Very good, very good. Okay, so my least favorite
What
episode
about you?
of the season out of all of them was I think it was Guides, episode 12, when Eren put the coat on and like Mikasa did the weird walk. Like
Yeah.
that episode was just, I just didn't like the way it looked. Like the character designs were just not looking nice. Like I think it's just the way those designs, like in that episode, I was like, Marpa must have been on a budget, you know. I feel like
they just
I think
special
they
it.
gave it to like the Beta B team, you know.
The Beta B team, more like the Beta Z team, bro. Oh, the episode, the 2D was bad.
I have to
They just
even
sped
I
through
have
it
to
all.
even say this. I think that might have been the worst episode of the entire series, like in terms of visuals, you know.
Series. No.
Really?
The war on Marley is like the
I don't know,
bro.
like
Those 3 episodes, bro. You can't defend the CG. It's that bad. You can't defend it.
I'm not defending the CG. There were other things I liked
I
about
will
those
die.
episodes.
I
Like
will die on this hill.
when you when you exclude the CG scenes, there were so many dramatic moments, like Zofia dying, Gabby's reaction, the crowd running, being terrified, and then you had like
The CGI Titans was that bad. I forgot about those moments.
dude, there was, and then
I completely
then we
forgot
had-
about those moments.
then we had like the scene when Sasha killed the soldiers, and then Gabby's just glaring at her, and the shine in her eyes, and like the grit in her teeth, and the fire behind. Dude, like that was
The
lit.
CGI Titans was so bad. I forgot about those moments.
That's why I ranked those episodes higher than Guides, because it just had
Nah,
it had more dramatic moments, you know. Like I kind of
Well, was Eren not putting his shirt on not good enough?
I like that scene. Yeah, I just think like the Mikasa running and depicts his head was a bit like, yeah,
Those are not really like.
yeah.
I don't know. Just worst episode of all time, really.
No,
That's
worst
hard.
visual episode of all time. I don't know. I probably need to. I need to. Yeah,
Visual.
visual. I'm not talking about story or soundtrack. I'm just talking about the visuals. You know, I think
Yeah,
there were,
War on Marley.
looking back, I think maybe. God, I don't really know what episode I disliked, to be honest with you. Apart from that one, I think they were all pretty
Zeke and Levi?
good.
Zeke and Levi. What about that one?
Oh, I loved the Aaron table scene, dude. Like that was good. That was good.
Oh yeah, of course. I forgot about that because of the CGI Titan. The CGI Titan made me forget about that moment.
And then like the scene before Zeke transformed with like Levi battling the pure Titans in 2D. That was that was
yeah,
nice,
that's
dude.
good.
I like that. Like, and then when Zeke transformed,
yeah,
it looked a bit.
There was a scene where we completely forgot about in this episode review,
What's that?
and it's about Zeke's power. I can't believe we just
I think we
completely forgot
kind of
about it.
glanced over it.
Where Yelena is talking about. Yelena was talking about Zeke having a special ability that not even Eren knows.
Yeah,
What the hell is that about?
I think they're talking about the royal bloods.
Like for some reason he can, for some reason he can like turn people into Titans with
Yeah.
his spinal fluid.
Yeah, because he's a Titan shifter who has royal blood, so he's kind of like the closest to kind of harnessing that founder Titan's ability, you know?
Spoilers.
What's that?
Spoilers.
I kind of, yeah, I might have to cut that out.
I was teasing. I was doing a little tease, and then you just
Fair
went full on
enough.
spoiler.
I can't really name it. I just have moments that I just didn't like. I don't have an episode I disliked. I just have moments. My favorite
You are
episode.
lying to yourself, Carlton. Oh, fuck, put that out. Oh shit.
I will say
You
this.
are
I
lying
will
to
say
yourself,
this.
boy, dude.
I'll say this. The episode with I don't know, man. Like when you just take away the CGI scenes, like those episodes were still really good. Like when you look at the 2D stuff that happened, like come on, it was hype, at times, excluding the CGI.
Because the CGI was that bad, I forgot about the 2D, bro.
Yeah, I just have moments I didn't like, I will admit, like in terms of the CGI looking good at times, like the bit where Aaron was kind of like running towards the Mali soldiers and kind of like belly flopping on them.
Oh yeah, that was yeah,
And
yeah,
that was pretty
went over the
funny.
top with that one.
And then the scene with him kind of punching the Warhammer Titan was pretty visceral. Like you have to admit that those were the best scenes with Aaron in.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and then the worst CGI moments overshadowed that. So
Yeah.
what can you do?
I just don't know. I don't know what it is with anime and CGI. Like why do people have such
It's a shortcut.
like?
You know,
I mean, it's
that's what
CGI,
it is,
man.
it's a
Like
shortcut.
CGI is meant to look cool. It's 3D.
Has it ever? Is it been an anime where it's been used? It looks good.
I can't name one, dude.
Maybe Demon Slayer. I don't know.
Nah,
Actually.
Demon Slayer. I didn't really like some of those scenes with Tanjiro, like in 3D, like when he's kind of turning around. I mean, they looked
Okay.
fine, but they're not beautiful looking.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Okay. Fair enough.
I just don't know. Like people just loves, like, I don't know. Like, it's ironic how CGI movies are dominating the box office in the Western world, but then when it's shown in like anime, people are like, ew, nasty.
To be honest with you, I hate like visual effects in films. I
Yeah,
think it's
I'm
off-putting.
kind of the same, dude. Like, I just don't know. Like,
I like
I
practical
don't think I've
effects.
ever really seen a movie which looks real to me, which is CGI or like, visual effects, I feel like the older films, like the older Star Wars movies and like those older films before like the 90s, like the practical effects stuff look really good because it's on
Yeah.
camera, it's been shot, it's been lit and all that. But when you have to create
It
it,
doesn't look cartoony.
when you have to
doesn't look
create it in the
cartoonish.
computer, you can't.
Yeah.
But I think with anime, the reason,
Like Zack Snyder's
Yeah.
Justice League, like it's noticeable. The visual effects, it's just so noticeable.
yeah,
Like the one scene where Superman, like he enters into the battle against Steppenwolf,
dude, that wasn't
and
nice.
the battle axe hits the battle axe hits his Superman's shoulder. You don't see a crease in like Superman's shoulder or anything.
Yeah, it did look pretty
Like,
bad at
because
times.
the axe is CG. The axe is CG. So
Have
don't
you seen
see
Wonder
anything
Vision yet?
touching. No, I need to watch it, but I don't know. Spoilers everywhere, bro.
I won't spoil it.
I'm just gonna wait until I forget.
I
I'm
won't-
just gonna wait until I
yeah.
forget some moments.
I'm gonna be honest with you, dude. It's not really worth watching.
I know,
if I'm
I
being
know,
serious,
I know. I know.
like unless you really love Wonder, unless you're like you need to know every.
No,
Yeah,
I know, no.
It's just-
I'll still watch it.
yeah, you can watch
I'll
it.
even watch Falcon. The Falcon.
I haven't watched that yet.
Falcon? What's his name?
Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
Oh, okay. Not Falco. Falcon.
Yeah, I haven't seen that show yet. I just.
Okay, I'll even watch that.
Yeah,
I don't
I'll watch it
mind.
when it's completed, and then I'll binge it.
Because I watched the first 2 episodes of WandaVision and I enjoyed it.
Oh yeah, don't.
Wouldn't spoil it.
The earlier episodes are good, but then it kind of goes downhill after a certain point. For me, you might
Does it
like
carry
it.
on the sitcom vibes?
No. We get to real world stuff very soon.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I'm interested.
sooner than later. Like those stuff are really interesting, Because I won't
Okay,
spoil
fair
it.
enough.
But yeah, Attack on Titan season 4 episode. How would you rank this out of all the seasons that has come before it?
Okay, I rate it from bad to good, right? Season 4, season 2, season 3, season 1. I think season 1 was the best animated.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
I
yeah,
think like Aaron's Titan moments are just too epic.
yeah.
And there's so many ways
Yeah, I
transforming, and
did.
he's like fight. It's just too epic.
I kind of agree a little bit. Although I did like
Maybe
season 3 part 2 a
you can
bit
swap.
more, you know, like that stuff.
I think I think I was expecting too much from the the fight for the basement arc or whatever it's called,
Yeah.
because I think it ended too quickly.
Okay. I think with me,
Like they just
yeah.
blink of an eye, Zeke like
Oh,
got beaten by
yeah, fair
Levi.
enough. Fair enough, dude.
It happened too quickly.
Yeah, it did happen
Felt
pretty
like.
fast. Um, yeah, I would probably rate this at the bottom. Actually, let's do this differently. How would you rate this show in terms of the story? Like, out of all the seasons, how would you rate the story aspect of each season?
Ah, yeah, that's a good
Yeah,
question. But I don't know because it's the same. Like that's just like saying rate the manga,
yeah, pretty much.
rate the arc.
Rate the arc.
So okay, I like the direction where it's going now.
Yeah,
I was like questioning it, like how this work. You just it's crazy. You just
I
expanded the
know.
world
The
with
story
like
in
a
this season
just
arc
like
is
that,
just wow.
and it works though. The way he
I
expanded it, like
know.
it fits together.
It's mental,
So
man.
I rate what's happening now above what we got, but it's hard to like compare it all because it all
It's
ties in.
all
There's like a
you
reference. It
can't really
references each other.
rate the
It
story.
just ties in together. So it's
Yeah.
hard to like single
Fair enough, man.
an arc out.
I guess it's more easier to rate this over like an overall season in terms of like the visuals and all that lot, you know, because you just kind
Yeah.
of rate what you liked and disliked about like the way it looked and sounded and all that.
Yeah.
But yeah, my favorite season in terms of visuals is season 1, and then it's season 3. No, it's season 1, season 3 part 2.
2,
Then it's season
3.
2. Then it's season
Oh,
3 part 1, and then this season.
oh, you did it like that. Oh,
Yeah,
okay, yeah.
then
I'd
season
put season
4.
3, put 1. Okay, if you split it up like that, would be okay. Best to worst. Season 1, season 2, season 3, part 2, season 3, part 2, part 1. I think I fucked that up. And then season 4, part 1.
Yeah, yeah. It's not also just the way it look. I guess seeing a lot of these like some haters on Twitter and all that lot. I guess now this season is gonna be the one season I'm gonna remember with like seeing all the harassment. You know, you're gonna always remember the season for the harassment and like
To be honest with you, like what? Who hasn't got harassed in this industry?
no. Ugh,
Yeah, to be honest, let's be real with ourselves. We would forget it.
yeah,
We will
possibly.
forget it.
Yeah, that's true.
It happens every single time. We would end up forgetting it
I
ever
know.
happened.
It comes and
It's
goes.
messed up, but it's true.
Yeah.
Yeah,
At least the season isn't like Game of Thrones level of bad. But it's yeah,
true. But it could be
it could
with
be.
the Titans. Oh, now the classic Titans.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, man. I do want Mappa to just really have the most time. Like, give their animators sleep. They need sleep, man. Have you seen these documentaries on
Yes.
like Japanese anime studios?
Yeah, it's sad.
It's
It's
mad.
harsh,
It's like
man.
it's a
Harsh
nightmare,
environments.
to be honest with you. I wouldn't want to work there. Like, it just seems stressful and tiring and like
Yeah,
low pay and more work. It's like, but I mean
that's fucked.
they
Yeah.
love what they do. You know.
I mean, it's their culture, right? It's hard to like place our culture onto theirs, but because it's completely different,
Yeah,
They have different work ethics
they do.
compared to us.
They're more like workaholics. Like even Miyazaki's like that. You know.
Yeah.
Like have you seen the documentaries on him? Like just like
Oh,
going
a
in,
bit, yeah.
going
I've
into
seen some
work
of
at like 6 in the morning and leaving at 2 in the morning. Like that's mental. Like Like there was this one like
what a beast.
documentary for like one of his films, and he just literally went to, oh my gosh, did he barely had any sleep? Like, although he did
I
cook
know
for the
there's
staff.
like a clip.
Yeah,
Oh, that's
he
nice.
cooked for his staff.
There's a clip I've seen where he's like started using different animation techniques. Like he started moving on to CGI or something,
Yeah, for like the background
and he's
shots.
making
Yeah,
something.
no, that's his son. His son's made the new CGI film.
No, but it's like him like working on a
Oh yeah, yeah,
computer
yeah,
or
yeah,
something,
yeah.
and he's getting used to it.
Hmm. CGI can
But
help
like he's always
enhance,
learning.
movies. Like even like the '90s Disney films use CGIs for like some of their
Yeah, I
backgrounds
know.
and all that.
I'm okay with backgrounds. It's just the character
Yeah,
models.
when they use on characters, it's just jarring. I think it's the frame rate, to be honest with you. Like,
Nah, they're definitely the models
it's
as
probably
well.
the
Everyone looked
yeah. I
stupid.
guess when you draw 2D, it's 2D. Like it's restricted to what you draw. But in 3D, you can like kind of rotate it. You can do a 360 pose on like Zeke.
It's like a pop-out book, you know?
Yeah,
Like when you read the pop-out books, you turn the page and stuff is sticking out and the background is still there, but
yeah,
the characters are sticking out. It's like
mm.
that. Like those CGI characters were sticking out.
Yeah.
Weird.
Yeah, yeah. I will admit, like this season exceeded my expectations in some episodes, and then it kind of like I think I overhyped it in others, like
Yeah, I think it might have.
because I remember seeing that trailer and just kind of like, oh wow, this is gonna be the best season yet in terms of visuals, and then it did
I
it
was
it did have that.
I was very
You're
I was very sorry
you're wary,
when they only released one trailer.
yeah,
They only released one trailer for season 4. I was like, okay, this is a bit
because
strange.
My Hero released like 3 different trailers, and then it released like 6 different like advert PVs. Like they were like
So
advertising it.
we would know if season 4 part 2 will be bad
Yeah,
just based on how many trailers they
they
release.
just released one trailer.
That's going to be in the episode. Come on, they just cut that scene out. They just,
Uh,
you know it as much as I do. They just cut that scene out.
I don't know what scene was the most disappointing for me, or yeah,
Come on, the Nutcracker, bro.
there were some moments in the War on Mali arc that I was a little bit like the bit where Eren kind of disconnected the Warhammer Titan, like, and then it just kind of flopped. I was like,
Oh yeah.
oh boy, oh boy. But then when it exceeded my expectations, it was like I really loved that first episode of the season. Like it was so dramatic, man. Like, I loved it. I liked the way it looked. Like I thought it looked pretty sick. I like the flashback stuff. I like Gabi scenes and all
Yeah,
that.
yeah. The flashbacks is where it was at
Yeah,
this season.
but overall,
And Zeke's progression as a character as well. You learn a lot about him
yeah, that's true.
through his flashbacks as well.
Yeah, I feel like I enjoyed Gabi more in the anime than I did in the manga for some reason. Like, I preferred her.
Okay, for me personally,
Hmm.
in the manga, I hate her, and then I grew to like her,
Yeah,
and then I didn't feel that hate for her in the anime
yeah,
because of I knew her arc in the manga.
I
So
guess so.
I just I thought it was all right,
I guess it's also the voice
even with
acting,
the like sniper shot.
It's also the voice acting and like the
Yeah, I
animation on
guess
her, like you just look at this little
there's
kid.
times where you just felt sorry for
I
her, to
know
be
she's
honest.
this little kid. He just doesn't know any better,
Yeah, brainwash. Yeah.
But yeah, season 4 has been something, a series of highs and lows. How would you rate it? Like out of 10?
8 out of 10, 8. Give it an 8.
I'll be a bit more generous. I'll give it an 8.5 out of 10.
Yeah, okay. Go on then.
Be a bit more
Go on
generous.
then.
For the other seasons, season 1, 10 out of 10. Season 2, 10 out of 10. Season 3, part 1, I'll give it an 8 out of 10.
I'll give it a 9 out of 10.
Season 3, part 2, I'll give it a 10 out of 10. Season 4, I'll give it an 8.5 out of 10. Yeah.
Yeah. That's fair.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. That doesn't make any sense.
What?
Season 3, part 1, 8 out of 10. Season 4, 8.5 out of 10. I think you're being a hypocrite here, Quan.
I feel
Boy, dude.
I just don't really like the Uprising story as much, you know. I'm not a, I'm
Okay,
not,
I
a, I'm
thought
not
you
a,
said season 4 was the worst season.
no, it's just,
You
just
said
that,
season 4
it's the
was the worst.
story in the Uprising. I just kind of got a bit bored, you know.
Okay. Yeah,
It's,
his story arc was
yeah. I
low.
mean, the anime improved it, but it's still a little bit, you know.
It was like a
Yeah.
information overload dump,
Yeah, it's
like
like
overload dump.
characters sitting and talking and talking and talking and sitting and talking and
What is
talking and
going
sitting and
on?
talking and talking. It's like, at least with this season, they kind
What?
of, you know, there's a bit more
What the fuck is the founding titan?
actually,
What
yeah.
what does that even change in memories? What are you
Reading this, I
talking
had
about?
to
What?
read this arc a lot of times when I read the manga because I was like, huh? What? Where?
Isayama was definitely high when he read that arc, or wrote that arc,
I
sorry.
think he enjoyed writing this arc because it was just a lot. You know, just a lot.
Yeah.
But yeah, yeah, so season 4, part 1 has been finished. Any expectations on how you're going to feel for the second part and possibly the final,
It all depends on how many trailers they release.
the
And
trailers?
I'll judge my expectations on that.
Hmm. Yeah. Yeah,
If they release only one trailer,
it was kind of weird that they only
then
released
my
one trailer,
expectations
you
are low.
know? Like I was expecting more.
They're hiding the CGI, that's why. They were
Yeah.
hiding how crappy the CGI was.
That's true. That's true. Oh man.
Like they even know it. They knew it. That's why they had like a fake Eren scene.
Yeah.
A fake 2D Eren scene.
Uh well, it is what it is. Car and the manga is ending as well. Like, criminy.
Yes, bro. Like what?
I feel
2
like
weeks?
once the manga is over, I'm probably gonna be a little bit. I might
Depressed.
depressed. Yeah, then I'll be over with Attack on Titan. I don't know if I'll be eager to watch the next part of season 4. To be honest with you, like, you know,
Yeah, after what we got. No, the thing is, bro, it's like that last 5 minutes is something
it
special.
was special. Yeah,
They can easily do it.
I think they'll do it.
They can easily do it.
It's
It's
not.
just a
No,
matter
no, it's
of
not.
will
It's
they
not
do it?
about a matter of the visuals. It's just like because I know where the story is gonna end. You know, it's like, do I feel
Oh,
like
right.
watching it? You know, because I mean, it'll
You want to
be
get
cool.
depressed again?
It'll be cool to watch it,
Yeah.
but then I'll be like, is there any point? I felt like that with Naruto. You know, because I read the manga towards
Oh,
Kaguya
I
when
see.
because I started reading the manga when Kaguya was kind of like, you know, doing her thing. And I remember watching the anime being like, it looks cool, but I'm like, I know what's gonna happen. And it's, you know, that level of hype of not knowing what's gonna happen next, you know.
But the Naruto versus Sasuke fight was so much
Oh yeah,
hype than the
that was
manga.
beautiful. You know, I love that. That was beautiful.
So there are moments where the anime is like better than manga.
Mm.
I think that, to be honest with you, the Attack on Titan anime has been much better than the manga. Even season 4 has been better than the manga.
Yeah, yeah, I will agree there. I guess this is why I prefer to be more of an anime only than a manga reader at times.
Yeah, I get you.
But with Attack on Titan, that's different, man. That's different. It's a story of mysteries, you know, and you gotta know what's gonna happen next, you know.
True.
But with something like One Piece,
Like I was, do you know when I was reading
yeah,
the manga?
yeah,
You know when I was reading the manga, I was hesitant to watch season 3 of Attack on Titan because I've already read it in the manga. There's
yeah.
no point watching it. But then I watched it and I was still amazed by it.
Oh yeah, dude. The Kenny and Levi scene of that season was something else. I love that.
Yeah.
Oh,
So you could be surprised with season 4 part
I
2.
think they're gonna
You never
pull it
know.
off, man. Like again, I've seen what Marvel have done. If you've seen the Jujutsu Kaisen,
I
their
haven't.
recent
But
episodes,
yeah, true.
oh my gosh, dude! Like, whoa,
Wait,
whoa.
is this was the final
This
episode,
is
right,
like
for
towards.
Jujutsu no
It's not
Kaisen?
yeah. It's already over now. They finished it. Yeah, but like
So when's the next season out?
probably next year. They're gonna do a movie first, then they'll do a season.
Okay, shit. I just want people to animate on Attack on Titan.
Dude, Marvel have got so much stuff to do.
I know.
Oh well, but yeah, yeah. I really enjoyed this season.